Now let's do a little quick spot check in our template. Make sure everything's clean and set to go. Already I can spot a few things that could be improved. For example, the name of this master, which is for our chapter divider over here. It's the generic A master. It's not very informative. If this template gets more complicated, it's going to be hard to understand. So let's rename this by right clicking, going to master options, and renaming this chapter divider. Okie dokie. Let's check our pages. Page 1 over here is our chapter divider. Oh, but page 2 over here, where our content should begin, is also our chapter divider. This is not good. So what we want to do is grab the left page from over here, drag it in, and assign this content master. We don't have to worry about other pages. The template will take care of filling in the blanks in those areas when we import our content. For the time being, we just want to make sure everything looks good here as we save our document again. Now what that does is here's our InDesign template saved on in our project folder. If I double click this, it's not going to open the template file for me to edit. Okay, so if I close this and I want to edit that template again, I would have to find it here on my hard drive. And if I want to edit the template, I can't just click open. What this will do if I click open is give me a blank InDesign file like this, Untitled 7, with the pre-built layout that we assigned in the template. That's the whole purpose of this, is so that we can create InDesign documents quickly and ready to go with pre-built styling and formatting. Now if I want to change something in the template, let's say I'm working on this and I realize something's off, what I need to do is basically click on open, or no, sorry, go to file, open, and let's look for that file. There it is, the chapter template INDT, and make sure you click on original. Okay, and that's going to actually open the InDesign template. So just keep that in mind when you're bringing in these files. So let's go through that process again. Let's create a new InDesign file that's going to accept. It's going to become our new chapter. So here's our chapter template. Double click, and that's going to open a new blank InDesign file with a chapter divider and one page ready for content. So first thing I want to do is go here and double click the page numbering feature by clicking the little triangle, and this is going to be chapter 1. So I could put a 1 here, or I could even type 1. And I'll do that all uppercase. There we go. The rest you can leave as is. Just click OK here, and it automatically inserts chapter 1 here, and it also adds chapter 1 down here. Now we see that we have a bit of a conflict in terms of styling. For now, let's just leave it. We can fix that later on by updating the styles. Next thing we want to do is maybe change the text in here. So you'll notice that if I want to modify this text, it's part of the master, right? So it's kind of locked in. I can't really do much here. So how do I go about updating this text? I don't want to have gibberish text on all my chapter dividers. So what I want to do is hold down the Control Shift key combination. Okay, so Control Shift and click. And what it does is it unlocks it from the master page up here that defines this template. So it allows you to basically work with this text and change whatever text options you want to put in here. So let's just fill it with some placeholder text. Perfect. So now I have custom content for my chapter divider, and as you can see, my template is a little off because this isn't centered. Tisk tisk. And maybe I want to insert an image here. Same thing, Control Shift and click, and now it liberates the box which was locked in place, and I can place a new image in there. Let's put that one. So like any normal image, I want to make sure that it fits properly. Do I want to fill the frame? Yes. Oh, so what's wrong here? My frame is set to 10%. I want to make that 100%. There you go. Much better. So there's another thing in the template that we might want to tweak. For now, let's just keep moving forward. So we got our chapter divider in place. Let's go to our content area, and basically what we want to do is populate this center area here with content. Let's see if that's going to work as planned. So File, Place, and let's browse to some pre-built content. Chapter 1 document. And you could have import options show before you bring it in. And let's see what those hold. Let's open. So we can do a couple of things here before importing it. Do we want to include the table of contents text, index, footnotes, endnotes? Well, there's none of that on this one, and you can decide whether you want them or not in other documents, but right now we just want to remove styles and formatting from the text and the tables because we want to use our own styles and formatting. Typographer's quotes, that's a different format for quotes, and we don't want to include any of this business. Right, so we just want to import plain text. Let's click OK, and let's see what happens. Well, that didn't work.